I'm so excited. We're the Hall of Heroes this month. What do you think, Cichlid? Remember, what do you think of Hall of Heroes?
I'm excited too. We're Hall of Heroes. Yippee. We own Hall of Heroes and monsters this month. We're so cool. We're finally gonna get used this summer's war.
Don't judge me. Don't, goddamn, judge, don't. What's up, everybody? Hall of Heroes 4-year anniversary announced. Hold on. Does this mean we have to admit Claytano was right when he guessed a week ago what it was gonna be? Actually, Reddit was right. That was Reddit. Good job, Reddit. Good job calling it Reddit. What's up, everybody? Hall of Heroes 4-year anniversary returns. If you guys are new to the game, you don't know what this is. I mean, you know what Hall of Heroes is, but you're like, why is there 5? This is every year on the anniversary. They let you choose something from the past. Some of these monsters were this year. Were they? I think so. Were some of these monsters this year? I know some of them were, but I feel like some of them were earlier than this year. Anyway, they let you choose a previous Hall of Heroes that you may have missed, and you can get the monster again. There's two reasons people would like. There's two things to think about when you're picking which Hall of Heroes. Because I 6-starred all of these. I know you saw them on the screen. I 6-starred all of them. Jupe goes crazy. He 6-stars everything. Well, for all the Hall of Heroes things, I like to give people input on them. So I 6-starred all of them. I've used things for different things. I've tried things out. So I do have experience with every single one of these monsters. Alright, so keep that in mind. But there's two reasons the two reasons that are basically should influence you in what you're picking. Number one, if you don't have the monster at all. If you don't have the monster at all, it might be like, okay, it would be nice to have this monster. Number two, if you have all the monsters, skill ups. That's probably what you want to know. Like, well, okay, what do I need to skill up? What happens? Like, oh, I need to, you know what skill ups are. I don't need to tell you what skill ups are. But anyway, skill ups probably for the older players that have played the game, that have played for the previous Hall of Heroes. And for the newer players, they're like, which monster is going to be the best for what I'm doing in the game. Anyway, I made some little... We can do... You know what we can do since not in this video, I kind of want to do a short video. But if you guys want, let me know in the comments below if you want me to do gameplay with all 5 of these different monsters and edit all the videos together and stuff like that to make a bigger, more in-depth video showing them actually being used. But for this one, I just want to give like a little brief overview. But we can do that too. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a separate video of that. Because I can definitely do that. Anyway, I did do some little... What is this? Where do I click on the thing? Okay. Don't worry, guys. We got this. So I did these little things. This is the reasons you should choose every specific one of these monsters. Let's start off with Surtr first. Surtr, he used to be different back in the early game, or beginning when he first came out. He was different. He had an AOE stun in his second skill, and I liked the way his third skill worked better before as well. So some reasons that you should. I don't know that he would be my first choice. Honestly, I think he's kind of the last choice for me, unless you need skills. He's maybe okay for some Guild Wars. Honestly, I'm a little underwhelmed by him right now. I was more excited about him before his skills were changed. His first skill, he's got dots. His second skill, he's got a stun. His third skill, he's got big damage, extra damage if the enemy's HP is under 50%. Right? But it's like, okay, it doesn't really excite me that much. He's a fire damage dealer. Great. There's other fire damage dealers. Honestly, why would I choose him over Theomars for things? Theomars is like, everyone's got Theomars, so like, what does he do? He's got a stun. I don't get excited for that. He's got a defense, Guild War defense leader skill. Some Guild Wars, honestly, there's better. Skills for Wind. Wind is actually pretty cool. Wind's got the brand. Wind's got AoE, and here's the thing, like, balanced at all, maybe not. Wind's got an AoE damage, plus if you have him on Despair, he stuns too, so he's already better than Fire BK, who had the AoE stun, and it was taken away. But Wind's got AoE damage, plus attack buff, plus speed buff. That's like so many things at once. Wind is awesome. Skills for Wind monster. Or the dark or light if you have them. I kind of think that the wind one is better than the dark and the light one. I think I have the dark one on some account. I know I have the light one on my China server. I think I have the dark one on some other server. Maybe like it's on something. Oh, maybe it's put in storage. Maybe I wasn't supposed to tell you guys that it was. It's not the one that I got on my main. The dark BK is not the one that I got on my main. But yeah, I like the wind one, right? So actually using Surtr, not so much. And let me say, Clayton was mostly right in his assessment like a week and a half ago or whatever of most of the monsters. But this one, I kind of like Ryan. Why you should choose Ryan? I think Ryan wouldn't be a bad choice. I'm not sure that I would love him for skills necessarily. I think if you're just going for skills, there's better monsters to get. If you already have Ryan, you might need skills for something else more. But Ryan, he's got heal block, he's got defense break, he's got dots, he's got multi-hit skills. What Ryan is good for, Necropolis B10, when Necropolis B10 first came out, I was using Ryan a lot in Necropolis B10 to farm that. Multi-hits, defense break, dots. Great monster. Giants B10, same thing. Multi-hits, you don't really want in Giants B10, but defense break and dots, same thing. For Giants B10, it's good it does more damage. You take down the boss by defense breaking and by doing dots. Dark Rift Beast, like I said, multi-hit skills. You know what? Let me check. I think Ryan has an attack power leader skill, but I don't know what specifically. I don't remember what specifically it's for. Let me just check this. Attack power leader skill. Dungeons, 33%. Okay. Dungeon attack power dungeons, 33%. Dark Rift Beast because multi attacks and also defense break as well. But I mean, like the dots don't matter in Dark Rift Beast. The heal block matters if you take in Xiaolin. It's extra to buff up her damage, or if you're taking in Brandy or something like that. Or Argon. Also, Garrow Killer for Guild War offense, because he does, like I said, heal block, defense break, dots, multi-hit skills, water monster, element advantage. He's good Garrow Killer for Guild War offense. Also, if you're an Italian, you probably want to build a Ryan, right? Also, elemental dungeons, because dots, right? Dots, defense break, heal block, nice for elemental dungeons. Just things to make dungeons go faster. Defense break and dots. That's how you kill things. And ignore defense, but anyway. I think Ryan's not a bad monster. Honestly, if you already have an Acropolis team, if you already have a Giants team, probably not as much for you. And I think one of the reasons he didn't realize, like, he wasn't really excited about Claytano, I'm talking about. Why he wasn't excited about Claytano, why Claytano wasn't excited about it. Why Claytano wasn't excited about Ryan when he first came out is he had already two Dark Rakshasas built. And that's why he didn't care about Ryan and use him in Acropolis like I did when he first came out. So we have two different views on that as far as that's concerned. About like, oh, I used Ryan. I used him for like 6 months in Necropolis. Anyway, and I would love to skill. I still have not finished skilling up Ryan. I would like to do that. Then we have Cichlid. She's usable in some RTA because she's got the first skill strip. She's got the second skill cleanse and put a shield up, and she's got the third skill. Hold on. Let me say exactly. It's a strip, and it reduces cooldowns, and it defense breaks, and what else does it do? Attacks 3 times, remove beneficial effect, decrease defense, and increases skill cooldown by 2 turns with 50% chance each attack. Strip, defense break, skill cooldown reset. Not bad, not bad. But I think she's good in. She's best in stuff. I think one of the things that bums me out about her is her low base. She's got 95 base speed. 95 base speed. That's why I'm not super crazy about her, but she does do strip, reset, and defense break. You could set someone up, like, she would go right before, like, for example, a Perna, or she would go, for example, before a Dragon Knight, or whatever other damage, or a Ciara, whatever other damage deal you're bringing with you. She's got the strip, she's got the defense break. She can set someone up for killing. Next, she's got to have higher speed than whatever your damage dealer is. I think if she had higher speed, she would be even more usable in RTA, though. But I think Violent Will for RTA might be decent. I think Scat Fetus has actually used her in RTA as well. Some Guild Siege, maybe. depending on what you're going into. Also, Skilp's good for Beta or Molly. I would prioritize if you happen to have both of them. I think Beta is a little bit better. Beta's better to skill up than Molly, but great skills for both of those monsters. But I mean, Cichlid's mostly just for PvP. In my opinion, mostly just for PvP. You could, I mean, like, bring her. You could bring her and stuff, but I think that's the best utilization for her is in RTA. Why you should choose Brig? Okay, Galleon skills. If you don't have your Galleon maxed, if your early game you're like, I'm gonna Devilmon Galleon, and you have the other monsters, right? And you just got Galleon, you don't have Galleon skills. Galleon's such an integral part to the game. If you happen to have the other monsters, you don't have Galleon Sculpt, you should consider that for this. Galleon needs to be skilled up for his, he needs to be skilled up. Let me just say, Galleon needs to be skilled up. He's okay, this guy's okay in Giant Speed 10 too. He's got attack gauge reduction, absorb attack gauge, like Galleon. His first two skills are the same as Galleon. He's got the defense break. He's got 2 defense breaks, one on his first skill, one on his third skill. He also has attack break, and he has a blocks beneficial effects, which is kind of nice. Let's read the exact wording on his third skill. It is attacks an enemy target, decrease attack power and defense while preventing the target from receiving beneficial effects for 2 turns with a 75% chance. You know, I didn't put this on here, but it actually could be good against the Light Lich and against Rena as well. So there is that. Multiple defense breaks, but it's good against the Giant and Giant Speed 10 for a couple reasons. You can block the tower from putting on his attack buff. You can also attack break him so he does less damage to your team. And it's consistent defense breaks if you have defense breaks on the first skill and the third skill. And also Giant gets less turns when you keep absorbing his attack gauge. So he would need to have good speed and good accuracy for that. I also said some Guild Wars he could be okay. He's got an accuracy leader skill for Guild Wars. Versus Theomars versus Kamoon, right? Because Theo Endure. You want to be able to, and he would go kind of like Cichlid before your damage dealer, so that you could set up like, okay, well, I'm going to defense break and block beneficial effects, and then come in and kill with something else, right? So same basic concept as Cichlid. You set someone up for the kill. She resets them, like for example, if you're gonna reset like Perna or Samoth, then you can nuke without them coming back. If you use him, you could block beneficial effects so Theo can't do his Endure. So versus Theo, versus Kamoon, versus Rena, because they all have those shields that come up, the shield passives. Versus Light Lich. Doesn't work in Necropolis, not Necropolis, Dragon's B10, because it's cleansed and then they put the immunity on. So whatever it is, the blocking beneficial effects is going to be cleansed off first and then the immunity is going to come on. So I know maybe some early game people might be like, oh, this is good for dragons. Not good for dragons. It doesn't work the same. But good in giants. But also Galleon skills. Also Galleon. So keep that in mind. I don't really use this guy too much, but I've seen people use him not that often though. And Lannett, the last one. If you don't have her, consider her. Okay? She's got the first skill, AoE, which means you could put her on potentially Despair Revenge, and she Revenge procs, AoE stuns everyone, or AoE does damage and stuns a couple people, right? Not bad. Hall of Water, great, she does damage. First skill does dots, right? First skill does dots. Second skill does defense breaks. Second skill does defense breaks, seeks enemies with low HP ratio, but it's random, but it does seek enemies with low HP ratio, so it's going to attack them more. And then Gravity Shot, third skill, attacks a target with massive magic bullet, dealing damage according to the target's max HP, heals allies for 30% of the damage dealt. Okay, so this is one of the only things. If you guys don't know how Vampire Runes work, Vampire Runes will not work. I know we're talking about Vampire Runes, not Lannett right now. Vampire Runes will not heal based on max HP. So for example, if you have Sigmaris, third skill, if you have Spectra's second skill, they won't work with Vampire Runes because they do damage based on enemies' max HP. That's one of the stipulations of Vampire Runes, that it just doesn't work with things based on enemies' max HP. The only thing is, her third skill works with enemies' max HP. It's different, it's actually in the skill that it deals damage based on target's max HP and heals allies for 30% of the damage dealt. So this is technically the best healer in Summoner's War, technically, because she can heal for like 100,000 damage. She can heal more than 100,000 damage, like, depending on how much damage you do. I think she's healed for like several 100,000 damage. 30% of the damage dealt. If you do damage, like if you do crazy amount of damage, I don't remember the exact. You know, don't quote me on that. I don't remember the exact numbers. But if you go to Hall of Water, damage based on max HP. Hall of Water has like crazy bajillion HP. You can do damage based on their HP and heal for... I mean, you don't even need to heal. No monster has that much HP, right? The amount that you would need to heal for. But it's the most ridiculous heal that you do. It's max heal. If the boss has a lot of HP, he basically heals everyone to full anyway. And it's an attack, so it's pretty nice. So Giant Speed 10, she can be good for Giant Speed 10. Like I said, dots, defense breaks, good for dungeons. Hall of Water, dots, do damage. Regardless, just do damage based on a percentage of max HP. 5% of the max HP for continuous damage. And then damage based on max HP as well. So she's really good for Hall of Water. She's really good for TOA and TOA hard against the boss levels. Also, she's got this potential CC for the stages before the bosses. So if you have her like on Despair, Speed Crit Damage, HP, Despair Revenge, that's pretty cool. So I've actually used her in TOA and TOA hard before. She looks like a Jedi, which is awesome, and she's also got a Jedi back. She looks, oh my god, she looks like a mix between Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia from The Return of the Jedi. I'm seeing it now. It all makes sense. No, she looks like Smooth Leia. You see it now. Okay, elemental dungeons and also some rift beasts. For example, like the Dark One, you hit multiple times to break that capture that he has on one of your guys. Second skill for Water 1, AoE with the first skill. She does an AoE. She also defense breaks, so good for that. Good for the Water 1 with that AoE. She hits all the hits would hit the same target for her second skill. I was like, are you okay, Juve? You have a stroke? What's going on? For a second skill, all the hits would hit the same target for something else, right? For any of the other Rift Beasts. When they're down, when they're groggy state. So that's great. Also, she's got heal built in. She does damage. She heals. She's kind of like a versatile unit. She's jack of many traits. So depending on how you build her, she's actually pretty good. And also, I didn't put it here, but she can be good in Necropolis as well. I just did a video like a few days ago on Necropolis on one of my baby accounts. I believe it was my Europe server account, and I was using her in my Europe server Necropolis team. I had her on Despair Revenge, I think, but I mentioned in the video, or I had her on Despair something. But I think she'd be better for either Violent Revenge or potentially just full Revenge. I don't remember what I had on. Anyway, she can work in Necropolis as well. That's what I'm trying to say. She can work in Necropolis as well. Her second skill will just do multi-hits to the boss. So that's great. But unfortunately, her third skill doesn't heal if she doesn't do damage and the boss has his shield on. Third skill is kind of a bummer in Necropolis when you get to the boss stage. But she can work in Necropolis. So, if you have let's say you have none of these monsters, I would potentially say, like, get a lighter dark one. They're trickier to get, but I think you're going to get more use out of the Lannett. If you have all the monsters, you need skill ups. Galleon skill ups. Ryan's not bad though. Lannett's, I think maybe Lannett would be honestly my favorite choice. I have her though. I have her on multiple accounts, so I think I might just go with whatever needs skill ups. Lannett I'd probably put first, number one. It really depends on everyone's specific. I'm trying to give like my opinion, but everyone's. I can't say you need to pick this one. This is the best one. I'm trying to say, like, what do you need? Do you need skill ups or do you not have the monster? If you need skill ups, maybe get something like Brig would be great for Galleon skill ups. Cichlid, if you have Beta, would be great for skill ups. Surtr may be good skill ups for the wind one. I think not a lot of these guys you need skill ups for necessarily. Like, they're not as useful. But I think Ryan's probably my favorite. Is Ryan my favorite? I think Ryan might be my favorite Neostone fighter, actually. Might need to skill up this Ryan. I think I have skills for these girls. But I might actually pick Ryan. I don't have the light and dark ones on my main for this skill. But on my main, I think I might actually pick Ryan and finally skill him up. But I'm not saying you should pick Ryan. I'm just saying, hopefully trying to give you an idea of what they're potentially good for. I think if you haven't gotten Lannett, I would probably recommend her. But I think the most disappointing one is Surtr, in my opinion. I think Surtr. The other ones are kind of disappointing too, but Lannett I think is the better option. Anyway, guys, I wanted to make this short and fast. It's 20 minutes. Stop talking, Drew Bagel. Stop talking. Oh my God, I failed. I'm sorry, I failed you. I really wanted to make this like 7 minutes. I really did. I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna shut up now. Let me know in the comments if you want me to see, if you want to see some gameplay with some of these monsters. How did I even make this 20 minutes? I don't even know. I'm sorry. I really am. I wanted this to be like 7 minutes. I really did. Peace!